Going on, dudes and dudettes? Yes, a little bit of a different area, but just got a brand new couch from my brother and his family. So yes, thank you. Very blessed for that, but I have to record these, at least for now, in a different area. So we'll get into USC football. Yes, they had a big time victory against Iowa. Got that victory 26-21. I have to admit, I stopped watching at halftime. I was just glad they got that kick, USC, to get up closer by 3 points, but I just could not bear to watch that horrible game in the rain. But luckily they got that victory. Wide receiver Mekhi Lemon went off with 10 catches, 153 yards once again, and a touchdown. He is now over 1,000 receiving yards for the season. He's also now a semifinalist for the Blitnikoff Award, going out to the top receiver in college football. Even Jada Mayava was one of the Week 12 leaders, according to PFF, as highest graded quarterbacks. He was 6 on that list, and of course, right above him is their next opponent in Oregon. He was up there as well. And speaking of that game, it's going to be at 12:30 p.m. West Coast time next Saturday on CBS. So the main game, even ESPN's College Game Day, is going to go there. So they're definitely hyping up this one. Even On3 has it as their number 1 Week 13 matchup. So yes, a lot of hype and everything going into this game. Obviously, if USC wins, they control their own destiny and only have to beat up on the Bruins the following week, and they should be into the playoff fit. But if not, then I think these two teams kind of cancel each other out, and one of them is outside of the college football playoff. But we'll see what ends up happening. When it comes to USC recruiting, yes, they're still number 1 after a couple of updates here recently. Even some of the bigger risers, their 4-star offensive tackle, Vlad Vykonov, he went from 103 to 68, so he's definitely a solidified 4-star now. And when it comes to Booby Feaster, their incoming wide receiver next year, he has 1,000 yards this season in only 10 games, which is pretty insane, but congrats to him. And then Marcus Fakatowu, who recently was debuting as a 5-star player, and I talked about him pretty recently too. He's a number 17 overall player, reclassifying into the 2027 class, and that's a guy on USC's radar. Even the number 1 safety and number 1 prospect in California next year in 2027, Honor Fala Johnson. He's been liking USC recently. He's now a 5-star player too, so hopefully they can add some of these guys to even boost up their class in 2027. They haven't added anybody yet, but we'll see what they can do. And then, yeah, sadly, they did lose out. The Falcons lost wide receiver Drake London for at least 1 week to a PCL sprain. Ex-USC wide receiver is going to be at least out, which sucks. And then, apparently, according to USC athletic director Janet Cohen, she says, on future non-conference scheduling, intentionally making our road to the college football playoffs significantly more difficult than our Big Ten peers. It's not aligned with our championship series. And then Notre Dame, we want to continue the rivalry, play us in the first 3 weeks of the season every year, and the series continues. Otherwise, series is over. So that's basically kind of what she is saying, according to that tweet. But either way, hopefully it ends up happening. But I'm glad she has stepped up and even talked about that one thing I said about the other Big Ten and USC wanting to leave, along with Michigan too. She even talked about that in her announcement. So yeah, hopefully some good news and positive news coming for USC in the near future.